Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hawkeye Poetry Slam presented by the Performing Arts Club here at Hawkeye Community College. Thank you. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Ryan Courtney. I'm an assistant professor in communication and theater here at Hawkeye, and I lead the Performing Arts Club. This event is one of many events that we put on throughout the year. We also do theatrical productions, open mics, and other things like that. If you are out in the audience right now and thinking to yourself, I would like to do something like this in the future, feel free to come and talk to me. Come and talk to the performers that you see today. There's all kinds of great talent that we have here at Hawkeye and other future opportunities to help get you involved. Our first performer today, please give it up for Eden Gildehaus.
Hello, my name's Eden Gildehaus. I am a third-year student here at Hawkeye, mainly majoring in liberal arts with plans to transfer to UNI. This is my poem that I wrote for my creative writing class last semester, Savior. You found me in the unlikeliest place when I was a broken husk, pulsating with despair and lust, thinking I would never be more than a body and a wallet. But you took me in, accepted me in the state I was in, a bumbling fool who didn't know how to communicate or how to act around a woman. A strong, successful woman who came from a family, an amazing family, unlike me. A complex, malfunctioning father, a mother with so many scars, a bruised brother with nothing but anger, and me. And still, you talked to me, wanted to learn about me, even after every mistake, mistakes that have made people leave. You gave me your love, your precious, invaluable love, your time, your warmth. You saved me. There's nothing I could do that would ever repay you for all of the love you've given. So, in return, I promise I will stay by your side, give you whatever you need for as long as you will allow me. Thank you for saving me. Thank you.
All right, one more time. That was Eden Gildehaus. Thank you for starting us off today. That's not easy to do. All right, moving right along. Our next performer, please give it up for David Jones.
Hello, my name is David Jones. I've been at Hawkeye for about 5 years, and I wrote this this Friday for this upcoming Poetry Slam. And maybe I should actually say salut. When you hear the poem, you'll hear what I mean. It's titled, I Need to Learn a Language. J'ai been learning le français long. It's hard? Maybe. But what is long? It's plus than mots. It's ideas. With it we judge others, and we stand à terre. But at the same time, we lift up, and we tear démolir. We make community, and we connecte. We can't do both, aider and attaquons, at least not en tout le same time. When we argue over definitions that we edute, what we are really doing is failing to listen. What do I mean? With a mot, I can tell you a lot about un idea, des concept, and emotion. Je can even argue about things that don't even exist. But this only marche si vous are willing to focus not on my accent, my words, or my grammar, but my ideas as I define them. This word I use, this mot, it's just the best tool I've got. What a lot that means if it's ignored like you're bored. If we can't find a common chord, ne parle pas, we just won't understand each other. We'll parle past each other. And as we do, we drift apart more and more, alone, seeking the phone to keep company. This is not how I want to live. Vous want to connect or no? I'm sure it's the gold or to connect. S'il vous plaît, this spoken land's hard. So kind of the message with that poem was that we tend to judge others for their accent or for their grammar or for how they stumble over their words, or maybe over the definitions they use. Maybe they want to talk about the subject of socialism, but their definition of socialism doesn't match with our definition. So when you deny them their idea of what socialism is, then they have no word to describe the concept that they want to invoke.
All right, one more time. That was David Jones. Thank you, David. If you're around here on campus, you've probably seen David in the U2 Center. Make sure as you see these performers around, let them know how they did. Make sure to tell them they did a good job. Moving right along. Our next performer, please give it up for Wren Feuerhelm.
My name is Wren Feuerhelm. There is a trumpet in my ear, something bright and brassy calling to me to do something, anything, to say something, anything, to ignite something somewhere. I hear that little trumpet every morning. But as I walk towards my door, my feet sink in, ankle deep, into the soft cement of my own thinking. Every step towards the door hardens around the word later. I draft essays in the margins of my notebooks. I have sermons in my notes app. My memory is filling with beginnings and body paragraphs and conclusions that don't actually line up. I like to think of myself as an architect. I've built skyscrapers of maybe and almost. I have mausoleums of that's not right and I'm not sure. I'm surrounded by unfinished statues and dedications to moments that almost were and stories that were almost told. I'm in a museum of unlived moments carefully labeled not quite. So I rehearse the speech that will change everything. I polish it with perfect phrases, and then I swallow it whole when doubt asks for one more adaptation. In my mind, there's like a hall of mirrors. Every thought and stanza is reflected back to me. Every ambition reflected thinner, taller, warped into something just beyond my reach. Something that I don't quite recognize. However, I do not lack the fire. There's a burning desire in me to do and to say, but I lack the match struck boldly enough to risk the burn. But still, beneath the noise, behind the mirrors, and under the skyscrapers, there's a small, stubborn trumpet that persists. Not loud, not certain, but steady. And it says, keep moving. Someday, the cement will wear, and you will continue, stronger and more certain.
Very nice. One more time. That was Wren Feuerhelm. Lots of great variety we're seeing out here. Once again, if you've ever tried out writing poetry or felt like maybe I have something that's just not good enough, feel free to come and talk to these people. There's all kinds of different ways to express yourself and put yourself out there. Up next, please give it up for Yolanda Millsap.
Danger, educated woman. Please be cautious. There's an educated woman here to stay. Serious about success, constantly commands her day. Striving daily to be the best she can be, she is full of humility and allows the Most High to be the pilot of her destiny. Danger, educated woman, who walk is different and her talk is too. What he's done for me in college, he can do it for you. Danger, educated woman whose steps have been ordered by God above, here to leave an aroma of inspiration by spreading peace and love. So with that, you gotta keep pressing, keep moving, fight on. Bam.
Thank you so much for that. That was Yolanda Millsap. Thank you. Such light, such a joy. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Moving right along. Next up, please give it up for Ryan Madore.
Hey everyone, my name is Ryan Madore. I am a biology major here, and we're gonna have a bit of a vibe change here, I suppose. Growing up, I always loved school. It was like a second home to me. I loved learning, but I hated getting up each morning. I mean, who here didn't? Even those of us who loved school, who loved learning, hated getting up each morning. It sucked. You all remember that, right? Waking up, feeling the cold seep into your bones, feeling the dread of the day gnawing away at you, the uncertainty of what lies ahead, unknowing if today is gonna be the day that you don't come home, the day lead meets iron, the day your parents don't get to see their baby again. But you get up, you get ready, you get dressed, you pack your lunch, and you grab your backpack. After all, you can't go unprepared. The sheet of Kevlar in the bag takes up space. You could have put a book in that place if you didn't need that sheet of Kevlar. For all you know, it could be the only thing standing in between you and your maker. You get on the bus. You see many backpacks similar to yours, kids with expressions filled with worry, their minds all filled with the same question: will today be the day? You get to school. You go to your first class. It's nothing new. It's just the same thing you've been learning your entire life. Where to hide, how to build a barricade out of chairs, how to jump out of a second-story window, when to hide and when to run, what to do if you're in the bathroom. This has been drilled into our heads since the day we started school, since before we even knew what a gun was, since before we even knew what death was, since before we knew that if you die, there is no coming back, no getting back on that bus, no going back home, no getting to see your parents again. Every day, kids go to school, a place where they are forced to be, a place where they should feel safe. But instead they live every day scared, terrified that today will be the day that they don't come home, the day that lead meets iron, the day their parents don't get to see their baby again. Yet every day they still wake up, feel the cold seep into their bones, the dread of having to start the day gnawing away at them, the uncertainty of what lies ahead, unknowing if today will be the day, until they don't.
One more time. That was Ryan Madore. Thank you for that. Lots of great variety that we're hearing here. Moving on, our next performer. Please give it up for Evan McGuffey.
Hello, everyone. I'm so glad we could all make it here. My name is Evan McGuffey. I am a liberal arts major, and I'm also a part of the Performing Arts Club, and this is my very first poetry slam. With further ado, let's get into my poem called A Stage. Who am I? A puppet whose strings move around during rehearsal. A figure living day to day just as other figures. A jester in the crowd. Many know me not, aside from theatrics. Not only am I an entertainer, but I am an organism. An organism that nature made. A natural one who loves Mother Nature, and Mother Nature loves him, and as he too entertains her. Who am I? And where am I? The circus? No. The woods? I mean, sometimes. With the audience? Absolutely. On the podium? I mean, with the others. On the stage? Yes, I am. In the theater, performing with my fellow puppets and organisms. Up on the stage in the theater, giving the audience a free puppet show. When up on the stage, our strings are cut free and muscle memory takes over. The puppet master is proud of his successors. A director proud of the actors. When am I? Whenever the time the show is? Well, yeah. What time is the rehearsal? That too. Then when am I? One generation plus an extra 9 years. But some of the others may have been here longer than I. Some may have been 2 generations old, and some may be younger by a year. This place, this activity, this performance knows not of age. It only knows of the show's age and its many characters. It only knows when a stage is built, and it only knows when how long it's been standing. And it only knows how long its actors have been performing with it.
Awesome job. One more time. That was Evan McGuffey. Thank you, Evan. I just also want to address what he said at the very beginning. We do have a performing arts club that I am the faculty lead of. Evan is a member, as well as some other people that you might see in the room here today, members of the Performing Arts Club. If you are interested in just being involved in something like that, just want to get started somewhere, we meet basically every Friday at noon in Blackhawk 288. Again, if you're looking to get involved in something like that, want to kind of get your feet wet in something like poetry or theater, feel free to come and talk to people in this room, and we'd love to see you at the next meeting. Moving right along, our next performer, please give it up for Rayvon Gary.
Hello, my name is Rayvon Gary. I am a second-year digital mass media DMM student on the audio track, so shout out my teacher in the back running the booth, and shout out our unsung heroes, the cameramen doing y'all job. Appreciate y'all. I'm also a semi-professional poet, so depending on what you know me by, I also go by jargon or silent, depending on when you heard of me. But without further ado, this is a piece I wrote. It's called Chip Nails. I love nails. Infatuated by the intricacies, the craftsmanship, the artistry put on display in the most elaborate way possible. Ever since I was a kid, messing with my mama's collection, dyeing my toes a pretty pink shade of cotton, feeling sweet like candy. So it only makes sense that I would do my own one day. But lately, I've been seeing my nails get chipped at and chipped away. Even now, my nails wear spots in their design. Every day introduced a new way for them to lose their shine. A terrible rail there, a bad fall there. No, Mom, having painted nails doesn't make me gay. Yes, Granny, I will clean them up for you. I would hate for you to have the idea that I'm a little pansy that would prefer to wear skirts and panties than pants. I know, Auntie, God don't like my nails, nor the implication of homosexuality associated. By now, my nails have faded, obscured by blinds that I have no longer gotten control over, and in its place is a red asterisk. And in the reader's note, it says, "This man wears painted nails. Please do not take him seriously. Please make assumptions about him to mentally berate him. My nails will chip because I have scratched at them. My nails have chipped because no amount of maintenance will ever stop my anxiety from letting their words smudge them. My nails will chip because protecting them comes at a price, that being a place called home. Accepting my nails has come with the burden of ostracization, isolation from all that I knew and loved. God, why do you hate my nails? Mama, if I prayed every day, would he finally accept my nails? If I went to church every single day, knew every Bible verse by heart, would he finally accept me? But Mama, what if I didn't need his acceptance? What if I just needed yours? I crave the love and family that I knew as a kid, so I jigsaw, puzzle, shuffle pieces of me around until the picture starts to look like their ideal boy again. But then something happened. I spread my wings. I flew the coop to see the world, and I feel that much better for doing so. I got to see what these nails can do. They started to shine luminescent, radiating beauty back into my life and peace back into my mind. If God don't like my nails, then to hell with me. If Mama won't accept me, then I will accept myself because I love myself and I have learned to love my chipped nails again. Thank you. My name is Silent.
One more time, that was Rayvon Gary. Thank you for that. Moving right along, up next, please give it up for Gavin Clark.
So I was inspired by this poem. Right after my first pro wrestling show, I was like, you know what? Now I just found what I'm gonna write. And to my LPW roster and APW roster, love you guys. Squared ring with four sides has shaped cultures and generations of people, wrestlers, and referees. You have the chance to fly high to the sky or crash and burn. I can say I've been in the squared circle where it's much bigger than a team. We're family. Once the bell rings, it's all adrenaline and action as the intensity sets in. Heart and soul is how you survive in this world. You either go hard or go home.
That's right, that was Gavin Clark. Thank you, Gavin. We only got a few performers left, and I just want to remind people as we're getting close to the end, remember, before you leave, we are going to be taking an audience vote. Who spoke to you the most out here? Who do you think put the most heart? Who had the concepts that you connected with? Who do you think had the full package, okay? So remember to vote, and also, talk to them a little bit. Tell them about how they did and what spoke to you. But remember to vote before you leave here as well, okay? 2 performers left. Up next, Please welcome Walk Osborn.
What do you mean by Walk Osborn? I don't know about you, y'all, but we should bring back the good old days. What do you mean when you use the term the good old days? No. Oh, I got one. Do you mean the time when women were the shadows of men? Ooh, I got a better one. How about the time when this country was run by old white men with their foot halfway in the grave? Or how about the time if they thought you were queer, you had the biggest target on your back? Or how about the time when we shamed Germany for putting innocent people into camps, but we hush what we did to the Japanese people? Or how about the time when a white American was scared to use the same water fountain of a black person? Or how about the time I'm not trying to shame you. I just want to understand you. I don't understand when the sun is rising in the east. You just want to look west. A new day has started. I don't want to throw you out like a piece of trash, like the whole world told me. You're not trash. You're just misunderstood. I just want to know, what do you mean? Thank you.
One more time, that was Walk Osborn. Give it up for Walk. And just like that, we've come to our final performer of the event. And again, I'm going to say it one more time. Make sure you vote before you leave. Make sure you come and connect with some of these people. Remember, future opportunities here at Hawkeye, whether it be through the Performing Arts Club, future open mics. We host a poetry slam each year. We appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So thank you all for being here, okay? Our final performer, please give it up for Jaylaun Galloway-Spates.
Hello, I'm Jaylaun, currently here for pre-nursing. In love. I've never been in love. And nah, it's not what you thinking. I've never been in love because my own heart was sinking. I've never been in love. My timing wasn't contemporary. I've never been in love. It shouldn't feel so wary. I've never been in love. Adoration wouldn't leave me dreary. I've never been in love because it was in love. Just a tourist seeking momentary shelter above. My new love is my old love that at the time I didn't know love. This love makes me smile, and it's quite worth the while. A love that embeds in you, you're a goddess. One that shows you when not to be modest. Abundantly helping me grow and flow so that I can glow before I go. My old love is my new love, and it comes from above. This time around, it's also inside. I'm joyous, and I'm refusing to hide it. My old love is beautiful because it's still growing, and like a river, it's always flowing. My love isn't old, it was just shielded. The power over it, I now wield it. My love illuminates beyond the end, all because it shines from within. Do you feel my love shining? In love.
So, our first honorable mention award, receiving a trophy and a $25 gift card. Please give it up for Ryan Madore. Our second honorable mention, also receiving a trophy and a $25 gift card. Please give it up for Wren Feuerhelm. In third place, receiving a trophy and also a $25 gift card. Please give it up for Yolanda Millsap. Woo! In second place, receiving a trophy and a $50 gift card. I know. Please give it up for Walk Osborn. Nice job, Walk. And in first place, based on our judge's decision, our tournament champion, please give it up for Rayvon Gary. And we got one final award, because I always like to do an audience choice award, because again, sometimes the audience has a different opinion than the judges. Sometimes they connect with something different. And so we like to put it up to the audience vote as well. And in this case, our audience choice award also goes to Rayvon Gary. Come on up. And for that, he'll be receiving another trophy and another $50 gift card. Thank you to everybody who came out here. It's another great event. If you want to be involved in something like this in the future, come and talk to me. Come and tell these students how great they did. Thank you all. Have a great rest of your night.